Bill O'Reilly here, Monday, March 9th, 2020. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening today in America. Joe Biden warns Bernie Sanders against a political bloodbath before the convention. Italy locks down a quarter of its population to stop the coronavirus. 5 states in the USA declare state of emergency. Oklahoma becomes the fastest growing region for America's marijuana industry. New study shows a 30-minute walk reduces your chance of death. Also ahead, the truth about poverty in America. But first, Joe Biden warning Bernie Sanders, the former vice president, does not want acrimony before the primaries in Idaho, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, North Dakota, and Washington state tomorrow. Sanders is targeting Biden in a series of last-minute ads attacking the vice president's positions on NAFTA, Social Security, and donations from Wall Street billionaires. The Italian government imposing travel restrictions on 17 million people to stop the spread of the coronavirus. The new rules apply to residents in northern parts of the country, including Milan. The quarantine will remain in place until April 3rd. The coronavirus has killed 250 people in Italy. New York joining Oregon and 3 other states by declaring a state of emergency to help fight the disease. There are currently more than 100 cases of coronavirus in New York State. Governor Cuomo's declaration basically allows the government to buy things like testing kits, increase funds for hospitals, even physically quarantine some people without their permission. Country's marijuana industry quickly relocating to Oklahoma, the fastest growing region for the pot business. Recent law permitting medical cannabis for any ailment, including headaches, coupled with low taxes in Oklahoma, has attracted more than 200,000 new residents to the state. I guess they can get high and make money at the same time. New study from the American Heart Association says a quick walk can reduce a person's risk of death by more than 50%. Wow. According to researchers, a 30-minute daily stroll for seniors cuts the chances of a heart attack or stroke by 67%. So let's get out there. In a moment, the far left says poverty in America can only be fixed by a giant federal government. Is that true? Next. Computer systems in cars, now common. Mine has dozens of sensors, touchscreen displays, and electronically controlled transmission and more. Advanced tech is expensive to fix if and when it breaks, which is why I have Car Shield. Car Shield is affordable protection plans that can save you thousands for covered repairs, including computers, GPS, electronics, and much more. With Car Shield, you're behind the wheel of your own plan. When I'm on the road, I know that I'm covered with their 24/7 roadside assistance. If my car breaks down, I know Car Shield will provide a rental car for free while mine gets fixed. With rates as low as $99 a month, you have little to lose, so get covered by Car Shield today. Please call 800-CAR-6000 and mention code BILL. Or go to carshield.com and use code BILL to save 10%. A deductible may apply. carshield.com. Please use code BILL. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day, the truth about poverty in America. On Friday, I was cruising around the poor neighborhoods of Baltimore, Maryland, and it is easy to see why millions of Americans want to destroy free enterprise and allow a giant federal government to take care of them. The false promise of Bernie Sanders is just another in a long line of political deception. The truth is simply too difficult for some Americans to hear. Thousands of Baltimoreans live in hovels, surrounded by degenerate criminals selling narcotics and threatening lethal violence at any time. Liberal authorities in that town now demand sympathy for these brutal poison pushers. And the result is that honest poor people all over Baltimore and the country, for that matter, are trapped in their dire circumstance. They can't flee because they have no money. Their lack of resources almost always correlates to a poor education. Simply put, these Americans cannot compete for a decent salary. And so they're prisoners, dependent on government subsidies to survive and subject to the daily indignities of danger and decay. President Barack Obama promised impoverished folks and all Americans hope and change, but little changed during his 8 years in office, except more hopelessness. That feeling often leads to addiction, making poverty and crime even worse. Baltimore is the poster city for that. Mr. Obama did try to improve the lives of the poor, but again, he did not succeed. His income redistribution economic policies caused corporations and small businesses to freeze. Hiring was scant, salaries stagnant. Capitalism works best when the marketplace expands and workers are needed to increase profits. That's when wages go up. And that did not happen under President Obama. Donald Trump has done better in the economic area, but he is not going to improve the ghettos of Baltimore. That's because no government can do that. If an American cannot perform a job effectively, he or she will face deprivation, no matter what promises charlatans like Sanders and Elizabeth Warren make. The solution to poverty is education, but the cold truth is that honesty does not exist in the public school system, because if you do tell the truth, you'll be branded a racist. So here is the unvarnished truth. Children from chaotic homes with irresponsible parents need the confidence that comes with individual achievement. And in order to achieve, you need discipline and motivation. All students must respect the boundaries imposed by the educational process, or they will fail in life. Got it, Bernie? Therefore, every public school student in the country should be required to wear a uniform. That'll send a message to the child that they are involved in a serious enterprise that will require their cooperation. Students should learn at a reasonable pace and be taught the essentials of life in the USA, not be given a curriculum of victimhood and failure. But the left in America opposes those things and provides a constant drumbeat that it's impossible for non-affluent citizens to succeed. The public schools have a responsibility to repudiate that terrible lie. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve that message by actually writing it. For more honest commentary, please go to BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. Mortgage rates have fallen so much lately that more than 11 million homeowners might benefit right now, by refinancing, even if you recently bought a home. The latest report shows savings of more than $270 a month, but if you call American Financing, you could be looking at $1,000 in monthly savings. That's right, $1,000 each month. Their mortgage consultants look at your entire financial picture. They lower your rate and find ways to consolidate your high-interest debt without restarting your loan term. You shouldn't pay interest on years you don't need, so please take 10 minutes out of your day today and give American Financing a call. There are never any upfront fees, and you might even be able to postpone 2 months of mortgage payments. So please call 888-462-9557, 888-462-9557, or apply online, AmericanFinancing.net, American Financing, NMLS 182334, NMLS ConsumerAccess.org. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. The Italian government unveiled a series of new rules this week to stop the spread of the coronavirus, as we reported, announcing travel restrictions on a quarter of its entire population. To date, the disease has infected 6,000 Italians, killing 230, the worst outbreak outside of Asia. Other restrictions include closing government facilities, shutting down sporting events, and a ban on kissing. Believe it or not, crackdowns on kissing are nothing new. The policy dates all the way back to the 15th century. In 1439, Henry VI issued a proclamation to ban kissing in Britain in order to stop the bubonic plague. Parliament even petitioned the king to stop knights from kissing each other on the mouth, a traditional sign of greeting at the time. The ban failed, but it did give rise to the now popular peck on the cheek used around the world. 100 years later, Italy again criminalized kissing as another plague precaution. And they really meant it. The penalty for breaking the ban was death. In 1918, New York Health Commissioner Royal Copeland had a message for folks looking to avoid the Spanish flu. If you must kiss, said Copeland, kiss via kerchief. He believed kissing through a silk scarf could stop the flu. He was wrong. The Spanish flu went on to kill 675,000 Americans, including 30,000 New Yorkers. Scientists say a quick peck on the lips contains 10 million forms of bacteria, making it one of the most popular ways diseases are spread. Fortunately, when there isn't a health threat, there are some major benefits to kissing. If you lock lips for a minute, you can burn 26 calories. Dentists say it's good for your teeth, preventing cavities. Some studies show that men who kiss their wives before they go to work can live up to 5 years longer than those who don't. And here's something else you might not know. According to the Guinness Book of Records, the longest kiss ever recorded, 58 hours, 35 minutes, 58 seconds. That's a lot of love. Right back. It is shocking that your home can be easily stolen. That's a lesson Deborah learned when thieves found her home's title online, forged it, and then took ownership. In an instant, thieves legally owned Deborah's home, and actually, she got evicted and spent a fortune in legal fees trying to get her house back. The FBI calls home title fraud one of the fastest growing crimes. I urge you to protect your home with Home Title Lock. Thieves hunt legal documents online, forge them, stating you sold your home, then they borrow against it, and you get the payments. No insurance or bank can protect you. Only Home Title Lock does. You could already be a victim of title fraud and not know it. So please register your home at HometitleLock.com and enter BILL, B-I-L-L, for 1 month of free protection. That's BILL for 1 month free at HometitleLock.com. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.